For generations, California's true strength has not been found in its armies or its arsenals. Its resilience does not come from its wealth, nor even from the innovation pulsing through Silicon Valley. No, California's greatest weapon is something far deeper. It is Mexico, its neighbor, its partner, its living, breathing heart. Across the sun-soaked valleys and bustling cities, the evidence is everywhere. Mexican farm workers rise before dawn, tending the fields that feed a nation. In the kitchens of Los Angeles, cooks pass down recipes and flavors that have crossed deserts and centuries, infusing every bite with the taste of tradition. Bilingual teachers give voice to the hopes of a new generation, bridging worlds with every lesson. Construction crews raise skylines and dreams alike, their sweat and laughter mixing in the California sun. Nurses, tech developers, artists, and engineers, all carrying with them the spirit and soul of Mexico, building a California that is as diverse as it is daring. But this partnership is more than labor. It is more than economics. It is a tapestry of humanity, woven from the threads of culture, language, and loyalty. The border that some would see as a line of separation is, for California and Mexico, a seam that binds them together. It is the place where families reunite, where children grow up fluent in two tongues and two traditions. It is where dreams cross back and forth, unimpeded by fences or fear. This bond did not begin with a handshake or a signature on a treaty. It blossomed from centuries of shared experience, from struggles endured side by side and victories celebrated in unison. It is a connection written in blood, in sweat, in laughter, and in tears. It is the story of migrants chasing hope, of families building new lives, of generations reaching out across borders not to divide, but to unite. Every second, the ties between California and Mexico grow stronger. Trade flows ceaselessly. $70 billion in goods moving each year. Each shipment a testament to a partnership that cannot be measured in dollars alone. Culture moves even faster, in music and art, in language and love. Every moment, people cross borders not just with passports but with purpose, with the desire to live, to love, to build a better tomorrow together. And underpinning it all is a loyalty that defies politics, that endures beyond policy, that remains unbreakable. Look to the classrooms, where Latino graduates celebrate achievements hard-won through diligence and sacrifice. See the Mexican entrepreneurs revitalizing neighborhoods, their businesses breathing new life into old streets. Witness the artists in Los Angeles, painting the city in colors borrowed from both sides of the border. Hear the voices raised in marches for justice, voices that shout, "Si se puede," in a chorus that echoes from San Diego to Sacramento. Here, the future is not a question mark. It is a promise, a pledge that California, when it stands not against the world, but with Mexico. When California dreams of its future, when it dares to imagine standing apart, carving its own path, it knows it will never be alone. Its greatest ally stands just beyond the border, yet it is already within. California and Mexico, side by side, form a force greater than any single state or nation. Together, they are an economic powerhouse, a cultural superpower, a political revolution waiting to unfold. In the halls of power, the leaders of California and Mexico stand shoulder to shoulder. Their flags wave together in the breeze. The bear and the eagle united not by necessity, but by choice. Their handshake is not just a gesture, it is a vow, a commitment to progress, to prosperity, to partnership. Together they envision a future where borders are not barriers, but bridges, where the dreams of millions are given room to soar. Everywhere the partnership grows. Day of the Dead altars glow in San Francisco, their marigolds bright against the fog. In STEM labs, bilingual students solve equations and shatter ceilings. Mariachi bands fill downtown LA with music that carries the memory of distant villages and the promise of new beginnings. Workers march together, their voices fierce and proud, chanting for dignity and hope. Some call it immigration. a movement of people from one place to another. But here, it is something more profound. It is integration, a blending of histories and hopes, a fusion that creates something greater than the sum of its parts. Where others see a border, California and Mexico see a bridge, a way forward, together. This is not rebellion, it is rebirth. California's destiny is not to stand alone, but to stand united, with Mexico at its side. In that alliance, there lies an unstoppable force, a state reborn not through division, but through partnership. A future built not on walls and fears, but on unity and trust. In the end, California's greatest weapon is not hidden in vaults or guarded in bunkers. It is the unbreakable bond with Mexico. It is the power of culture, of economy, of loyalty, and of partnership. It is the knowledge that, together, there is nothing they cannot achieve. As the sun sets over the Pacific, casting long shadows across the border, remember this: the strength of California is not measured by what it can do alone, but by what it can accomplish with Mexico, side by side, unstoppable and united. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this important topic. So don't hesitate to share your perspective in the comments below. Your feedback helps us create content that matters to you and our community. If you enjoyed this narration, please consider supporting the channel by liking, subscribing, and sharing with others who care about these stories. Together, we can keep the conversation going and build a stronger, more connected community.